Hello and welcome everyone to another episode or a reading by Mrs. Witchy Perfect. I am Mrs. Witchy Perfect and this is Mrs. Witchy Perfect's Tarot. I'd like to welcome everyone. Yes, I did color my hair again. Sorry, but you know, the other hair made me look old. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I did pull some cards and some cards were falling on the floor, so I will pick those up and show them to you. But the first card we have here is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups. So it looks like disappointment, sorrow, focusing on the negative. Try to get out of your own head. Okay, I know that's hard. Even for me, that's hard. Because I've been meditating and trying to do the work of I want my dream life to come to me, so I've been doing meditations to help that along. And it just seems like, I guess what I'm getting is you're in your own head. Okay, you see these three cups spilt over, but you don't see the cups behind you. Okay. So yeah, just make sure that you're looking at these cups behind you and get out of your own head. I mean, this is emotion, so you're going to be down on yourself. Try not to be down on yourself. Think of the positive things in your life. Positive things, my man. Positive things are my son. So, those are pretty positive. By the way, I didn't get to do or say what I wanted to. I just kind of jumped right into the reading because these cards were like jumping out of the deck, and everyone can see my earrings. They're little ghosts in a jar. I thought they would be bigger, but they're small. Anyway, this is a tarot reading for the week of October 13th through the 19th. If this resonates with you, great. And shout out to the Good Witch. I know she always says, it's he, she, they on everything. And if this resonates with you, great. Keep it. If it's not yours, then if you know someone who you can share this with, go ahead and let them know that I'm here. So again, get out of your own head. Stop looking at these three and look behind you at two. Okay. So we'll do regular tarot and then we will move on to, I actually just got this deck too. I had seen this in another reader. It's the Ocean Tarot or Tarot of the Ocean, I think. But I have that as well. So we're going to clarify with that. Of course, with the Wheel of the Year. Thank you, Good Witch. And also the Cozy Witch deck. Again, thank you, Good Witch, for letting me know. And then, of course, we'll do After Tarot. She always does After Tarot. I love it when she does After Tarot. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so, okay, sorry. So the next card we have is Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups is you are moving to, you're moving on to find what you're putting in the work, basically. So you're walking away from something to either find that last cup. So you may be letting go of something, traveling, reaching a limit, self-analysis, self-discovery, introspection. So you could be like kind of like the Hermit card. I thought I had the Hermit. Guess I didn't. Oh yeah, here's the Hermit. So at the bottom of the deck, I had the Five of Pentacles and then the Hermit. So it looks like you feel like you're left out in the cold. So you go into Hermit mode. Okay. So, and then because of the Hermit mode, you have the Chariot, which is the Chariot is movement. And look at this at the bottom of the deck. Nine of Cups, guys. Nine of Cups. Because you've gone into, you felt left out in the cold. So what did you do? You went inwards. So you are walking away from something, kind of like you did with the Hermit. You're walking away from something and you're introspecting it. So you're trying to find the answer within yourself. These are great cards, guys. I can't tell you how good these cards are. And then, of course, I'm going to have to cover this, but of course you have the world here. So it's an end of a cycle. It could be the end of feeling left out in the cold and hermit mode. You going into introspect, and you're going inside yourself. You're meditating. I mean, I'm meditating too. I'm trying to get that dream life that I want as well. So remember that going inwards and, meditation is good for the soul. I try to do it every day. I try to meditate every day. It's good for the soul. So you could be walking away from something, moving on from something, maybe a loss in the beginning of the week. Remember that when one door closes, another one opens. I'm not a God person, but if you believe in God and angels, fine. So when God closes a window, he opens another door, something like that. Okay. Or when God closes a door, he opens a window, something like that. The next one is the Empress. So the Empress, your feminine side. This is, sensuality, nurturing, creative, beauty, feminine nature, harmony, art, healing, love, union, continual growth, material comfort, status, social standing, a beautiful home. This could be where, you feel nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. Now, she is pregnant. She is pregnant in this picture. For some of you, that may be pregnancy. You may want to get checked. Or you are just nurturing yourself or nurturing other people. It could be in your family. It could be that you are a mother like me. I am a mother, so I know how that is. I have an 8-year-old son who will be 9 soon. In fact, I have to do his party invitations probably after the show. Probably after I do the show. So for those, and it's the number 3. It's the third card in the tarot. So we also have death here. So 313, whatever that, if you believe in angels and you believe in angel numbers, 313. I've been seeing 314 ever since it came out in a reading we did, like back in June. I've been seeing 314. I've also been seeing 313. 313. So, or 133, 331. If you're seeing those numbers, please look them up. They could be significant for you. The next one is, be aware of deceptive people. Okay. There's going to be someone who may act like your friend, but they're not your friend. They don't have good intentions for you. So I think that, give me 1 second. Okay. So, just be aware that there is someone who may be acting like your friend. They're not your friend. They have no good intentions for you. Try to remember to put up barriers, especially if you are trying to nurture yourself, if you are trying to do some health, self-care here. Just remember that there are wolves in sheep's clothing is what I keep hearing. Wolves in sheep's clothing. So just be careful with that. Also, I mean, this, instead of deceit, this could be this guy is trying to stop this, war. They're trying to stop them from hurting their friends. So there could be, self-interest, theft, deceit, lies, an enemy masquerading as a friend, deception, strategy, secrecy, hidden agenda. But also, if you turn this into a positive, this guy could be trying to stop someone from hurting, their friends. So someone could have an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda. So just be aware of that. And then, of course, like I said, we do have the death card. So this is spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings, abrupt endings, change, transition, sudden or unexpected upheaval, release, cleansing, purging, revitalization, stripping away the worthless matter, liberation through persuasion. Sorry, I can't say that word. Not today. Basically, this is a transition time. So, with death, there's rebirth. We always say that the death card never, rarely means physical death. It always is, something ending or something changing abruptly. And this is good. So if you're like looking for, a new job or whatever, maybe this one abruptly ends. If you are looking for new love, maybe the relationship you were in abruptly ended and you need to deal with those feelings, but you are moving on, you are transitioning. So, some kind of transition. Perhaps it's because there's someone you trusted who, you thought you could trust, and they betrayed that trust, and now the relationship has ended. Could be a mate, could be a friend, could be anyone. So just be on the lookout. Again, this is just, the week ahead. So the 13th through the 19th. This could be some stuff for you, but these fell out of the deck. So the Three of Swords and Justice. It could be that there's some kind of heartbreak betrayal, could be with this person or group of people that literally deceived you, and that caused some heartbreak. Looks like you will be getting some justice there. Karma, justice, consequences, legal disputes, law, truth, honesty, integrity. It seems like because of this heartbreak or whatever this betrayal was, you will get justice in the end. So what goes around comes around when it says karmic or karma. Just remember, everyone, if someone deceives you or is deceitful, remember what goes around comes around, and they're going to get theirs. Okay. But let the divine handle it, because you have better things to worry about, such as transitioning to a better part of yourself or a higher self or another timeline that you're going to, transition to. So you have transition here. And again, it could be transition from this, from this heartbreak to justice and getting that, what goes around comes around. So getting that justice, getting that ending of a cycle, because I did get the World here. So remember, at the bottom of the deck, I had the World. And these clarifications came out. So we have the Queen of Swords. And Queen of Swords is someone who, it says, don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. And it's the Cozy Witch deck. Thank you, the Good Witch. I always love to give her a little shout out because she is my favorite reader and I love to watch her. I also love to watch Dragon Rose. I think I said that right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. I'm so sorry. But blessed be to you. I watch your stuff as well. And I have to say, on some things, you are very spot on, especially with the necromancy. But I won't go into too much detail because that's between her and myself. But anyway, so the Queen of Swords. So if the original tarot is a queen holding a sword, this could be clarity that you are seeking. Excuse me. Could be clarity that you're seeking because of the Three of Swords and the Justice. You could be saying, like, why did this happen to me? I don't know why this happened to me. This heartbreak or deceit. You're trying to find out why you were deceived, why this person was trying to, you could be seeking clarity on that. And it seems like the Queen of Swords is someone who can do that. Swords is about clarity, thoughts, being in your own head, so to speak. She also, the sword can cut away things that no longer serve her. So the message is here, don't you dare lower your voice to anyone. So yeah, if someone is trying to manipulate you and talk over you, just, what is the old saying? Kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness. So be nice to people. Try to always be nice to people. And remember, if you are nice to them, that will drive them crazy, especially if they're trying to push your buttons. Don't let them do that. Also, if you are trying to cut away things that no longer serve you, the Queen of Swords is great for that, because the sword will cut away any unwanted drama and things like that. So, okay, so we also have the Ten of Pentacles that it fell out of the deck and onto the floor. Both cards did that. You can't make this up. So 10 of Pentacles, which is, I mean, we have a witch here with all the cats in the yard. I have cats, trust me. And they are, I think they have separation anxiety sometimes, because like literally I'll come home and I'll be like, I just got home and I'm trying to, relax for the day, and Mia's meow. It's like, go away. I'm trying to unwind from the day. Excuse me, I had an itch. But the message here is having it all looks different to everyone. So yeah, you could be that kind of person. I'm sorry, excuse me. So this looks different to everybody. And just remember that, you can have it all, but remember that having it all looks different to all of us. So the 10 of Pentacles is something in the regular tarot deck that we all strive for, okay? It's the helping of community. It's the helping of, if someone is down, someone needs support, you're supporting them. Same here. The cats all come to her because they take comfort in her, and, they feel safe around her. So, the cats, depending on their needs, may come and see this person as like a mother. I know my cats, again, separation anxiety, and I'm their mother, so I feed them every day and every night. So it could be that you need that support from family, from your community. Ask for help, reach out, and someone will, definitely come out to you. So that is, that was the stuff that fell out of the deck, basically. All right, let's get some clarifiers. We're going to start with the Cozy Witch deck. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle them. Okay, so why is the 5 of Cups here? Couple more shuffles. Okay. Aha. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So because what I want my audience to understand is, once you start focusing on these 2 cups behind you, look what happens. 9 of Pentacles, you get everything. Pause and savor the results of your success. So once you stop worrying and stop being in your own head and stop, sorry about that, my background. So once you stop worrying about these 3 cups and look at these 2 cups behind you, again, success will come. Success will come. You just have to be ready for it. You just have to be ready for it. Okay. So be ready for that. Stop focusing on those 3 cups that have tipped over. That's over. That's done with. Okay. You have nothing to worry about now, except for you need to turn around and look at those 2 cups that are filled. Remember, you still have, unless you're really down, like you're homeless or, you're going hungry, be grateful for the things that you do have. And remember, when you start focusing on the 2 cups that you have, that the 2 cups that are filled, you will have success. Okay, so that's what that tells me. All right. So, sorry. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. So yeah, because this is a Cozy Witch deck, you have a witch here, and then you have 2 witches here. So, and then of course you have the closet behind, which has all the materials of the witches, the Wiccans. If Christians out there don't know, Wiccans and pagans rely on like crystals and candles and stuff. In case you don't know, if you don't know anything about pagan Wiccans, so they have crystals, crystal balls, candles, some incense up here. Remember that tools do not make the witch. Okay. So in Christianity, it would be like praying doesn't make you. Okay. It doesn't make you who you are. You draw strength from God, right? If you're Christian. If you're Wiccan and pagan, you draw energy from the earth. So remember that, yeah, you can have these tools, and yeah, it's tradition that witches usually use like a wand and stuff. For Christians, they pray, but that's only like, that's just, it's to focus the energy, right? So you have the tools you need within yourself. So remember that tradition is not always, necessarily what you need to be successful. Okay. Excuse me. In the traditional tarot, we see a person standing there blessing the two monks at his feet. So this could be about tradition. You have traditional values, but remember that's not what makes you. Okay. So maybe you are walking away from some of the traditions or some of the not morals. You're walking away from some of the traditions that no longer serve you. Okay. So if you're Christian, that could be, your thought patterns were different. Okay. The older version of yourself is what you're walking away from here. That's what this could be, is that you're walking away from traditions that no longer serve you. What we would call in Wicca and pagan. So feelings and traditions or things that no longer serve you, you are walking away from because you no longer need them. If you want to be successful, you need to walk away from certain thought patterns, from certain traditions, things that you thought were true but are no longer true to you. So you need to walk away from them. Okay. And then, of course, at the bottom of the deck, we have the sun. The sun. I love this. I love the sunflowers. And I watch also the Celtic Fox Fortunes. Celtic Fox Fortunes. I had her on my Wiccan show. If anyone wants that, it's down in the description field if you'd like to watch that. That is now just strictly about Wicca and paganism. If you would like to learn about it, we are going back to basics. And I have to talk about the besom or the broom for us Wiccans and pagans. Like I said, the info is in the description field. I'm sorry, just give me a sec. Okay, so it's in the description field if you want to look over that and learn anything about that. What the pagan traditions are, what the Wiccan traditions are. Back before, I started doing the show myself, I had Matt Collins on, and he was my co-host, and we have all kinds of interviews with lots of pagans and stuff. So if you'd like to see that, and I think I'm going to try to do something with Sonia Smith. She is a lovely, lovely medium from the UK. I'm going to try to get her on for another seance. So we will try to do that. But anyway, we have the sun, which is the most positive thing in our day. Anyway, what I was saying, these sunflowers, I watched Celtic Fox Fortunes, and she was saying like one of the signs you want to look for is sunflowers. And then, what's funny is my son would bring sunflowers home and give them to me. Here, Mom, here's a sunflower for you. Oh, thank you, honey. So the sun is give yourself permission to experience joy. It's the most positive thing in our deck. It's a yes card. It's everything that you think is going to go right is going to go right for you. So the sun, you have the sun because you are walking away from things that no longer serve you. Okay. And that's good. It's good to work on yourself. It's also good to, like I said, with the Queen of Swords, cut away what no longer serves you. Okay. All right. So we're going to move along to the Empress. Why is the Empress here? Couple more shuffles. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. That's what it says. You're a big deal. So traditionally, the Six of Wands in the tarot just means victory. So because you're so nurturing, you're working on yourself, you are nurturing yourself, you're doing self-care. Six of Wands is a victory. And you can see here that they are, she's trying on clothes. She's, new fashion statement. And there's people behind her like, oh, you look so good in that, taking pictures and stuff. Like she's a supermodel almost, or a model. So again, because you're taking care of yourself, nurturing, even if you're nurturing someone else, that is a victory for you and for the person that you're nurturing. It's also, if you are doing self-care here, victory. When you take care of yourself, everyone else gets the benefit as well. So don't think that just because you take a day off to take care, or you go and have a spa day or whatever, don't think that just because you have a spa day that everything's going to fall apart. People will be resourceful and nurture themselves. But also, if you're a very nurturing person, if you are creative, again, anything creative that comes out is going to be very successful. So the Six of Wands is victory. But also just be aware that there's going to be people who may be jealous of your victory. But the heck with them people. Who needs them anyway, right? Okay. Next. Oh, and sorry, the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is Page of Swords. Curiosity is a type of magic. So be aware that there could be messages coming in. There's going to be clarity coming in. If you take care of yourself and, your psychic abilities will come out. If you meditate every day like I do, I've become more in tune with not only myself, but like with the cards, I can read them a little bit better now. I'm not like second guessing myself. I'm always, looking for the picture. I'm looking at the picture and whatever comes to me, I'm very what do they call it? It's the knowing, just knowing. Like I just know the answer. I can feel the answer within my body. Claircognizance. I also have clairaudient, but I'm more claircognizant. So yeah, there will be clarifying stuff coming out. So, like I said, she is over here like at a community library because there's, books in here. So she's learning. She's always learning. And these are books that, other people could have provided for free. I've seen this on the road somewhere. I saw, it's like a community library, and they had library books that you could, borrow as long as you put back. You could borrow them and read them and then put it back. So remember, this magic is always not just magic, but everything in life, even God, Jesus, it's always about learning new things. If you have to, sit down and read the Bible, if that's what you're into. I mean, read the Bible. There's all kinds of things that the Bible, can specify for you if you're Christian, or Jewish or whatever. But yeah, always keep learning. Never ever stop learning, because once you stop learning, then, that's kind of the end. You just kind of stop learning. Okay, so why is the Seven of Swords here? Seven of Swords. We want to know about the Seven of Swords. Okay, a couple more shuffles. Tell us about the Seven of Swords. The Fool, or the Cozy Witch. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. And of course, on the bottom of the deck again, we have the Sun. The Sun came out again. Guys, you can't make this up. It literally is on the bottom of the deck. Oh, and so is King of Cups. King of Cups. Always compose yourself before giving a response. I need help with that. So, oh, the broom. The broom. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. I think that would be the death card. So again, we have death and death. Death and death. The death card. So you, for those who don't know, and you don't know about Wiccan paganism, the broom, or besom as we call it, we a lot of people think we silhouette to the moon, Wiccans and pagans. We do not. Witches don't do that. I don't know how to fly a broom, okay? Sorry. No, the broom is all symbolic. So you're sweeping away the negativity. Kind of like, in Christianity, when you tidy up your house, you clean your house. You also, will pray. You can pray to God or Jesus. You are cleansing your body. Also, I know priests will do sage. So they're saging the area. So that is also something that Wiccans and pagans do. But the broom is always symbolic. So you would take it from one end of the room and push it out the door. So any negativity, any malice, spirits or whatever, you would take the besom or the broom and push it out. Okay. So that's what that is. But the King of Cups, and of course you have the sun. Like I said, the sun keeps coming up. That's the second time the sun came up. But the Fool. So traditionally we have a guy who's on the edge of a cliff, ready to go out. He's smelling a rose. He has no cares in the world. He's starting his journey. And this tells me, take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. Because this person hurt you, deceived you, you have a chance now to get over that heartbreak. Sorry, I was trying to reach for it. You have a chance to get over that heartbreak and start new beginnings. Okay? Do not let this person take over your life. Do not think about them anymore. They have done their part, and now they are moving on. You are moving on. New beginnings. Just because you have deceit does not, and a loss does not mean that you cannot move forward. You are starting new beginnings. Okay. All right, spirits. Please tell me why the the death card is here. Please tell me why the death card is here. Let's get some clarity on the death card. A couple more shuffles. Page of Wands. Just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. She's holding roses here. I love that. Because my guy likes to, he likes to spoil me with roses, so to speak. So she's holding a rose, and then there's like roses all around her. So it seems like she's, she likes these roses. She has roses all over her, and then she's like taping them to the wall. But so this tells me that something abruptly ends. But remember, to get that new beginning and to move on, you need to put in the work. So you need to cut off what no longer serves you, and remember that you have to come back and you have to put in the work. So at the bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Swords. So you can feel trapped. Like she's looking, she's like, at the laptop, maybe the laptop's not working. Stop overthinking it and just do it. So stop overthinking and just do it. What was I saying over here? You're overthinking, you're in your own head because you won't turn around. You won't look at these 2 cups behind you. Stop overthinking and start doing. Just because someone deceives you does not mean you cannot move on. Excuse me. Just because they, deceived you or hurt you, you need to move on. Yeah, you can mourn the relationship. Again, it's going to abruptly end. And of course, just stop overthinking it. Just do it. Find some creative venture that you can actually get back into. I think that would be in your best interest to do that. So some more clarifying. We're going to use the Wheel of the Year. Like, I love this deck because, again, the Good Witch, I have to give a shout out to her again. Thank you so much. She really does, she's one of my favorite readers, I have to say. And then, of course, Dragon Rose is also another one of my favorites. So why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Three of Swords. So we were talking about the Three of Swords over here, where there's going to be a heartbreak. There's going to be, betrayal. There's going to be something that stands in the way of, a new beginning. But to go through this, you need to go through it you need to go through this loss. You need to go through this pain. And then once you're done, look at these two behind you. The Three of Swords is telling you, yes, you need to experience this. So you need to, here we go. The Five of Cups again. She's, oh no, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Just look at this. There's 3 cups here that are over, but there's always 2 behind in the traditional. All of these cups are turned over, but remember, just because there's loss of something doesn't mean that growth. I mean, it has to. Something has to leave for something else to come in. Okay. Here's another one, 8 of Swords. So see how the mom is taking care of the child, and she's nurturing the child. You're going to be okay. Even the child's like, oh no. My son does this when he's sick. He acts like a big baby, even though he's going to be 9 soon. I got a Scorpio by the tails, so that should tell you everything. But again, just because you may feel like a victim, you're not a victim. You can do this. I believe in you. Oh, and then we have the Star. I'm going to cover her. But we have the Star. So this is your new hope. This is your wish fulfillment right here. But you have to let go of whatever was deceitful. You have to let go of it. All right. So we're going to clarify the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? And like I said, guys, I don't do reversals. The Good Witch, she does reversals, and it just means that it's going to come in. I just don't do reversals. I was always taught that, no one ever does reversals. So, okay. Oh, the 10 of Cups. The 10. Yeah, you can't make this up. So you are moving on. You're moving on from old patterns, old traditions. And because you're moving on from those old things, the 10 of Cups. You have success. You have that family. So at the bottom, you have the Devil. I'm going to cover this, but the Devil. So this could be temptation. Of course, there's always going to be people that want you to, the deceitful friend will always try to get you on their side. This also could be addiction. You have you could be obsessive about something. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Yeah, here we go. The Hierophant again. The Hierophant again. So traditions, He's actually like asking for a blessing. You can ask for a blessing from God, from Jesus, Mother Mary, angels, whatever you believe in. You can always ask for a blessing. I'm sure that they'll give it to you. And of course, look, Eight of Pentacles. You're doing the hard work. You need to cut away with what no longer serves you so you can move on to your higher self. Okay. So the Six of Wands. Why is the Six of Wands here? We need clarity on the Six of Wands. One more shuffle. Knight of Wands. So fast moving, fast moving. This is going to be fast moving. So your success, because I got the Six of Wands, because you are nurturing others or you're nurturing yourself, you're taking time to, care for you. Just give me a second. I'm sorry if it feels like I'm, cutting in and out. It's because I don't want to cough in anyone's ear. That's why I kind of turn my head, or I'm going to shut it off. But this is fast moving. So your success is fast moving. And just remember that, it's coming in, it's riding in gallantly to your creative side. So you're going to be fiery and passionate. Just remember that, good things are going to come to those who wait. That's what I keep hearing. So I have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So something new coming in because you took that time. So remember, this new beginning that is coming in fast. Okay. So because the Knight of Wands is very fast. He's one of the fastest knights in the deck. So, and here we go with the Five of Pentacles again. And the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles on the bottom. So, you have that where you're down on your luck, or you think you're down on your luck. We had the Five of Pentacles somewhere. If you feel like you've been out over here. We had the Five of Pentacles over here. So you feel like you're down on your luck. So, you try to hide, but remember, again, just because something ends and something else is going to take its place, even if you feel like you're out in the cold, there'll be something along to help you. Six of Pentacles. So even if you, so a new beginning could be coming in so that you can help others, or that you can receive help from others. Okay. All right. So two more here. Oh, almost dropped it. That could mean something. Why is the Fool here? Give us some clarity and answers on the Fool. Oops. Sorry about that. That could be something else. All right. 10 of Pentacles. We got the 10 of Pentacles again. So this is material wealth. This is getting what you need. Remember, just because something ends and something else is going to take its place. I'm sorry. Give me one. And the Five of Swords. So this is weary after a fight. You're trying to rally. You're trying to rally everyone. And there's people who may not want to be rallied. So, do what you can do and leave the rest for people who want to do the work. And then we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. This, of course, can be an earth sign. I'm a Taurus. I'm also an Aries Taurus cusp. My man is an Aries sun, but he is a Taurus rising. So you can see how evenly matched we are. But the King of Pentacles, so, you're going to rally around your wealth. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. Could be competition here, but you're going to win out. Okay. Just trust in your new beginning. The 6 of Wands, victory. We had the other 6 of Wands. That was victory. All right. So last one we're going to do is the Page of Wands here. Why is the Page of Wands here? Can we get clarity for the Page of Wands? Nine of Swords. So just this death and rebirth. And then, of course, you putting in the effort and putting in the passion is going to make you restless and worrisome. Again, get out of your own head. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The Queen of Pentacles. So here you are. I mean, I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I always say that because I'm a Taurus. And I mean, if you're and this is he, she, they, so you could be the King of Pentacles if you are an earth sign. Excuse me for just a minute. If you're an earth sign, you're going to get all your eggs in a basket here. You just have to be patient. Again, get out of your head. Get out of your head. You have the 2 of Swords, which is, could be a decision that you have to make. You're not really sure. You're going back and forth. Look for clarity. Look for clarity. And we have the Hanged Man. So you may, like I said, with the Hermit over here, you may want to suspend yourself and think about the pros and cons of something. Then we have the World, of course, the ending of a cycle. So the World, the ending of a cycle. Okay, so that's that deck. And then, of course, the next one would be the Two of Cups. Excuse me. So this could be, something else comes in. So like one relationship ends and the other one comes in. Sorry, sometimes I just have so much to say and I can't get it out. It doesn't want to come out. So this could be a new relationship coming to you, new partnership, new job, apprenticeship, is what I was thinking of. So something could be coming in, but you have to let go of the death and rebirth. Something abruptly ends and you move on. Okay. You can do it. I know you can. So I just want a couple of cards from the Ocean, Tarot of the Ocean. This is a beautiful deck. I love these cards because they're blue, but they have mermaids. I was a big Little Mermaid fan. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, and the 90s. So when The Little Mermaid came out in 89, I was 3 years old, and I was a huge fan of The Little Mermaid. So we're just going to do some clarifying a little bit more with this deck. So any words of advice, any advice going forward for the week? Spirits and goddesses and gods, God, Jesus, angels, if we could please have any clarification for all of this goodness that once you get out of your own head and your own thoughts, what will happen once you do that? 4 of Spears or 4 of Wands, or excuse me, 4 of Swords. So see how she's relaxing here? You need time to rejuvenate. You need time to relax. And, don't sell yourself short. You're going to be just fine. Remember, when something, God closes a door, he opens a window or whatever. So remember, you have that, you have that boundary, excuse me, set up. Okay. Don't sell yourself short. 5 of Wands. So here you're going to have competition. You're going to have fights. You're going to have strife. You're going to have things that don't always work out. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. You're going to need that clarification, and there could be fights. There could be animosity towards you. But remember the 6 of Cups, generosity. So there's a mommy and a child here. Remember to nurture your family. If you don't have any children, that's fine. You can nurture an animal, a 4-legged child. Trust me, my cats act like kids every day. So just always remember that, to nurture your family. Here we have the King of Pentacles again. King of Pentacles. Yeah, once you feel comfortable in yourself, you're going to feel comfortable in your wealth. And anyone who's looking for a job or looking for, love or whatever, just stay steadfast and know that you will. The best advice I can give you is meditate, 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 because that's what I'm doing right now. Queen of Pentacles, which is what I am. That's at the bottom of the deck here. Again, steadfast in your stuff. Four of Cups. So try not to be disappointed in yourself. Again, get out of your own head. Spirit, God, angels will fill your cup when it is time. So just be patient. We're going to do a little bit of after tarot. I know I'm way over my time. I'm very, very sorry, but I wanted to use that deck because I love the ocean deck. Okay, so if we could just have some clarification. What is coming after? What do we have to look forward to after? What is coming after? And one more shuffle. Yep. Love. Abundance. Cup is being filled. Your cup is overflowing here, and then you're being given a heart. So you're not only is your cup overflowing, but you're being given love. And of course, there's looks like a dove of peace, for the Christians. Next one, Knight of Cups. So yeah, see how he's like drinking from the cup, and he's kind of like trotting along, and he's like drinking from the cup. Maybe he's thirsty. If you are thirsty for more or thirsty for something, take a big swig of it. Because again, this is about you. So Knight of Cups. Remember that your Knight of Cups, again, it's not selfish to take care of yourself. So we have the Fool. Next is the Fool. You see how he's still holding on. He's still smelling the rose, He's almost off the cliff, but he's smelling the rose. So he's taken that leap of faith, and it's like not even worrisome that he lost all his stuff. It's kind of like when you fall off a bike, what do? You brush yourself off and you get back on the bike. And one more. Okay, so 4 cups. So if the universe cans you a cup, he's pouring it out. Whatever this was, you didn't want. Okay, so at first he doesn't even see it. Well, now he sees the cup and he's pouring it out because he don't need it. It's probably something that no longer served him, or that something that he has already that he doesn't need any more of. So whatever that is that whatever it is that he's pouring out here, whatever that is that you are seeing, don't sweat the small stuff. Just, pour it out and move on. Pour it out and move on. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. But remember, he's coming. She thinks she's bound up, but he's coming to release her and tell her, hey, it's okay. You're not really that bound. So he's telling her, be free. So if something hurt you or gave you a heartache in some way, this is saying, be free. Be free. You don't have to worry about that heartache anymore. That's at the bottom. Of course, you have the Empress. And, she's holding up, it looks like some kind of like scepter or like crystal. She's holding something up. So this could mean that, you've done everything you can do. Now it's time to worry about you. Okay. And one more here. So this is after tarot. So this is the the 7 of Wands. So it looks like he's ready to strike someone. So the original tarot, you're ready to strike out. You are ready to defend yourself. Well, here it looks like you're gonna strike out and defend yourself. So enough of that. You've done that. You don't need to do that anymore. Okay. King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is being hit by the bull. So I just wanted to share that because we had the King of Pentacles a lot in this reading. So again, the bull is coming to, it looks like he's going to strike, but it looks like here he has the hand on the bull. So he's like stroking the bull's head or a body. And the bull is kind of like, yes, I'm going to, don't be afraid to, when the fight is over, to concede. Remember, you fought the hard battle, you defended yourself. Now it's time to let bygones be bygones. And that is your reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I got to use several decks that I wanted to I wanted to use the Ocean deck, the After Tarot, of course. A lot of stuff was coming out that I was liking. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please subscribe, and share also with everyone who you think needs to hear this message for this week. Hopefully I'll be back next week. I think I will. I'm pretty sure I will. I don't think I have anything going on necessarily with my son. That's the only time I probably will be skipping, is if I have something to do with my son. So again, I hope you like this reading. And again, please like, share, subscribe. Please leave a comment if you like this, if it resonated with you. Just say, I claim this, or you can put a little heart emoji or whatever, because YouTube has changed their guidelines. So I only get a watch hour if you actually are subscribing, or if you're liking the video. So please please subscribe and hit that like button. And make sure you're sharing this with people who need to hear it. So I will be back hopefully next week. I don't see a problem next week, but things change. So hopefully I'll see you next week. And I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful week, everyone. And again, if you want to share your experiences too, you share your experiences. Also, I just want to plug my Whispers of the Craft. Like I said, if you are interested in learning about witchcraft or Wicca or paganism, the links are in the description field. Also, if you like professional wrestling and you want to learn about my favorite wrestler, who is Mr. Perfect, my stuff is in the description field. Feel free to, subscribe. Also, I have the Dragon Rose, and then I also have the Good Witch. I have their links in the description field. Please subscribe to them as well. They are wonderful people. I love watching their readings. They're my favorites, some of my favorites. So I can't recommend them enough. Thank you so much, Good Witch, for recommending the tarot decks. And of course, thank you, Dragon Rose. Your readings are very insightful. The Good Witch, your readings are very insightful. I can't thank you guys enough for helping me become who I am. All right. Have a great one. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.